Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable for some audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable for some audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable to modern audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable to modern audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable to audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV's content may not be suitable to audiences. Your discretion is advised. Wrestling POV's content may not be
Tony. Yes, I am 0-6, but this last one was done on purpose, like I've been saying.
He can talk. He can barely speak English.
We don't understand you.
Exactly. You know, I mean, God, build a wall. No, I'm just kidding. No, just kidding.
Or constipated, Corbin.
Constipated, yeah, exactly. So, damn, you did that late on your own joke, Miguel.
I was waiting for somebody to laugh.
Gonna stomp my boots in the.
I scraped my finger pretty bad. It got infected. I've been trying to work my way back into.
He had the Hello Kitty Band-Aid on too, so everybody knows.
Undisputed Era versus Mustache Mountain.
Must mustache you a question. All right. I said moose.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Funny.
Yeah.
To license it.
Barely got her foot on the ropes.
Exactly. Yeah, 'cause she's so damn short. She's so cute.
So cute.
So cute.
Here's your headline.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Wrestling POV. I am your host, Tony Diaz, along with our intern, Miguel Gold.
Hello, how's everybody doing?
And of course, the third wheel, Rick Serrano III.
It's actually the awesome third wheel, Rick Serrano III.
I don't know how you figure that one out. Seriously, I mean, this was probably the roughest month, I have to say, for you. I mean, you're 0-6 in betting on the Wrestling POV podcast. I mean, are you going to hang it up this time or what? What's going on, Rick?
Tony. Yes, I am 0-6, but this last one was done on purpose, like I've been saying.
You know, you're full of shit, right?
No, my award is. But
it is forever known as the Rick Serrano III Award now. So congratulations on our new champion, Jorel Boom. What was his last name? Schuler. And our second place. Who's our second place and third?
Interstate champion Alex Cardinale from Massachusetts. And our second ever Triple Crown winner, the overseas champion, Cousin Jay. Freaking Jay.
Unbelievable. And he was not doing good at all in the beginning.
It was terrible.
He was not doing good. A lot of people wasn't. Even Jorel, he came out of nowhere and got like the last four right that he actually maxed out. And I'm going to talk, you know what? I got to reiterate something about this. When we talk about not maxing out your points, we're saying that because of the simple fact that, number one, there was a lot of tiebreakers. Not tiebreakers. There was a couple people that were tied. And in order to justify who gets what in what place, we go off of how many you got wrong and the total number of points you got wrong. Pretty much. That's what it is. So if you max it out, guess what? Don't complain if let's just say if you were tied for first place. Don't complain if you maxed out your points than the ones that you got wrong, and then it dropped you down to second. While the other guy, whoever played it right, only bid 2 or 3 or 4, whatever. You know. So I'm just reiterating that for the next time people play, because there was a few that maxed. There was a few people that maxed out. We're trying to help you out. So anyway. It's 5 o'clock somewhere as people crack open a can of beer or liquor, make your mixed drinks or wine if you prefer that way. And, because I got mine cracked up. Well, except for Rick. If you're Rick, you're...
I'm going to drink a big glass of milk.
There you go.
Eat some chocolate chip cookies, and then maybe I'll take 3 Viagra.
All right, so that...
right. We don't need that.
All right, what's going on here, Rick?
Steady over here.
Is that true? Is that what?
Yes, it is. Unfortunately.
So if you're straight as you milk and Viagra, is that what happens there?
I'm just excited for the show.
All right, so in case anybody's wondering where Mimi is, she had an emergency. She got called into work, and she's a surgical technologist. So she was on call today, and an emergency happened. So she had to run into work. She probably might join us later. She might step in and say hello and give her quick thoughts on what happened with SummerSlam. But before we talk about SummerSlam and all the happenings, it was a jam-packed weekend, I tell you that much.
Yes, it was.
We're going to go over the hater comment and the Facebook poll of the week. Now, this wasn't really a poll. It was just a picture that I put up, and basically what it is it was a what if. And it's kind of like a game. And how it works is, what if Austin never passed out from when Brett had him in the sharpshooter? You know what I'm saying? What would happen? Curiosity, And the other one was, what if Seth didn't cash in his Money in the Bank at WrestleMania? What would have happened? Would Roman would have won that day? Or, what would have happened? So I posted that. We received over 10,000 people getting on. Some commented, some just liked it. But the comments was over 300 comments that we had. So I'm not going to read all of it. I'm sorry.
Thank God.
Seriously, then that'll be the whole show. So I started it off. I put, what if nobody got bronze hands? Justin Ruther said, what if Rock never sold out? Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. Now, Matt Novak, bro, what in God's name? He put, what if Owen never went to the roof?
That's a dark son of a bitch right there. Right there, it was cloudy in London that day.
Shit, man.
The hell were you drinking?
Wow. Man? So, of course, I put the infamous Ron Simmons, damn. So, Anton Hoffman, he says, what if Akeem never Akeemed? He would have been probably the big boss man. Not the big boss man. One-man gang, my bad. Justin Oliveira, he said, what if Eddie never lied, cheat, and steal? Oh. Okay. Another Tony put in, what if no one smelled what The Rock was cooking?
Did anyone actually smell what he was cooking?
You know what? I don't think so. Maybe Lillian Garcia back in the day.
Oh.
Michael Hunsinger, bro, what if we would have been robbed? Oh, no, he was replying to that. We would have been robbed of one of the greatest ever. I don't know. I think he probably still would have been the greatest ever without that line, but that was his catchphrase, He also replied, what if Nash and Hall didn't jump to WCW?
That's a big one right there. I don't know if WCW gets as big as they were.
Exactly. And I got to agree with that, too. Rob Gould, he wrote, what if the Montreal Screwjob never happened?
Damn, son.
That's interesting, because then I think Brett would obviously be, he would have stayed in WWF, My guess.
I think he was definitely leaving, but I don't know. I don't think he would take a match against friggin' Goldberg.
True.
If that was the case.
Wait a minute. You know what? Now thinking about it, I had to go back, especially watching that documentary they did. The option that he wanted was to drop the title the next night on Raw. So I think that's basically what it would have happened. He would have dropped the title the next night on Raw. I'm sorry, homeboy. I cannot read your name because he wrote it in Arabic.
Okay.
So I'm assuming people in Southwest Asia are listening to the show. Thank you, and we appreciate it. But he wrote something funny. He wrote, what if John Cena couldn't be seen? Or could be seen. Could be seen. My bad.
Whoa. Deep.
Mm-hmm. And, of course, I put the John Cena, Ed King, he wrote, what if Stunning Steve Austin was never fired from WCW? Would he still be acting like a Texas redneck?
Hell no.
You don't think so?
Hell no.
Okay.
Oh, hell no!
Josh Sanders, he wrote, what if Undertaker never burned his parents' house down? Josh, you went to a dark place, brother. That's another guy that went to a dark place. Alex Guerrero from Las Cruces, New Mexico. He wrote, "What if Stephanie McMahon never got into the biz?"
We would never have those great Jericho promos.
True.
You're a
And those were
trash
probably,
bag.
those were probably one of the best. All right, so Matt Novak again, he came out. He's very active on this one. He wrote, "What if Triple H didn't cheat on China with Steph?"
Yo, he's dark. What's going on, man?
What's going on with Matt? I'm a little concerned now.
Matt, we're gonna have to get you on the telly. And we want to have to discuss it over some tea and some crumpets.
Yeah, interesting. Of course, and then Michael Hunsinger, he comes back and he says, "What if Stone Cold didn't say so?"
It's true.
What if he didn't? All right, sure.
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
There's so much on here for everyone. I just, our Dusty Riley, he wrote, "What if Hulk Hogan couldn't lift the Giant?" That definitely would have changed a lot of things.
That would have changed a lot, yeah.
And Efren Longoria, he was also known as the Milkman from SmackDown. He commented, he said, "What if it was Snitsky's fault?"
It was always Snitsky's fault.
It was always Snitsky's fault. That's true.
They would have found a way.
Exactly. And then I got to read this last one. This one I thought I literally peed myself when I read it. Michael Hunsinger again. He wrote, "What if Mimi Goody hadn't told the wrestling world that Rick Serrano III sounded like a screeching monkey while he was having sex on the most recent episode of the Wrestling POV podcast, and nearly caused me to have an accident while driving home from work?" He was laughing so damn hard. Then he put a gif of a monkey, and then you came out and you tried to defend yourself by saying that it was personal information. Of course, I came out with the "oh, he wasn't ready" from Kevin Hart.
No,
Dude,
that was definitely,
what is up with that?
Not even interesting, but stupid. I mean, that's the stupidest comment that we've had there. I don't even see why you would even read that.
Jesus Christ! And then Chase Britton. He shared the page, and then we commented, "What if Chase never stole our post?" So, like I said, I really appreciate everybody commenting on it. It was entertaining, nonetheless, to read all these. And I'm telling you, I was just laughing so hard. What if Roman doesn't win? I'm like, really? What if Braun becomes Universal Champion? What if Maven never eliminated The Undertaker from the Royal Rumble?
Whoa, that would have been big.
Yeah, what if Rikishi didn't do it for The Rock? I mean...
Who would he do it for?
Exactly. A lot of these, like I said, there was over 300 comments, and I'm sorry, I just can't read all these. We do got a show to do. And
I do have one, though.
Okay.
What if everybody that viewed that post liked the Wrestling POV podcast page? Huh?
Exactly.
Huh?
Exactly.
Do it, fools.
Right? Yeah, so what if Enzo Amore was never born? That's a little dark, dude. I mean, damn. And this one was awful. What if Chris Benoit didn't kill his family? Jesus Christ!
Some of you guys need to get off the intranet.
What if Brett didn't screw Brett? Oh my God! Like I said, there was a lot of them, and of course, that was the only poll, so to speak, that we had to put up because there was so many comments. And I tried. I wanted to read as much as I could, but
check it out on the Wrestling POV podcast
just
Facebook
go and
page.
read them for yourself if you want to check it out. And because we are on Facebook, and we also on the Instagram, and we're also on Twitter.
Yes.
But one thing too, I was hoping, not hoping, but I just wanted to throw this out there that if any of you guys doesn't mind, go into our Facebook page and give us a review. It helps us grow. It helps us become a better podcast and entertaining for everybody. And write down a comment too. Say how much you like the show, or you can say how much you hate us, which is fine. I'm not gonna, shit on you for that. I mean, we might make fun of you.
How much you hate Mimi?
You can do that too. If you want to go there, that's fine. Got no issues with that.
Say how much you love us too. I mean,
yeah. So I think as far as Hater comment of the week.
Definitely Michael Hunsinger talking about me screeching like a monkey.
But that's facts though. That's not really hating. But Jesus. I think we need to go with. I'm gonna have to go with Matt Novak.
Matt Novak, bro.
That's just god awful, brother. You need help. You need to seek help. Thank you, Miguel. Yeah, you definitely got. That's my opinion, and that was really dark, brother. And like I said, you do need help. Go seek help, and yeah, keep listening to the show, brother.
Yeah, we love you.
Yeah. All right. So, damn. You know what? Before we go any further, actually, wait a minute. You know what? Now, I thought this was funny. Mike Hunsinger, after the pay-per-view points game, before we talk any further about it, because we forgot to acknowledge that he is the bottom of the barrel, formerly known as, and it's now called the Rick Serrano the Turd Award. And Michael Hunsinger, congratulations! You are the first recipient of the Rick Serrano Award. And he had a little something to say, so I'm going to play it real quick. He was definitely bummed out about it, so listen to what he said, if he talks.
It takes a big man to admit when he's wrong. And it takes a big man to own up to his actions. I stand before you today as the bottom of the barrel, Rick Serrano the Turd recipient. You know, I went into last night's pay-per-view really thinking that I had a shot at walking away with some kind of an award. Just not this one. But I'll say this much. It's not how many times you get knocked down. It's how many times you get back up and keep fighting.
Okay, Rocky.
So know this. Come out in the cell. I promise you I'm going to get back up. And I promise you that I'm going to keep fighting. Does that mean that I'm going to be the next POV champion? I don't know.
No, I don't see that happening. But but that's honestly, that was a good sport. Unfortunately, there does have to be a last place. You could never go off of what Ricky Bobby says. If you ain't first, you're last. But no, you can't because you were last. So
you should be proud of that award, Mike. Be proud of it.
But
it's
he
a
is
great
the first
award.
ever to hold that award now because it's no longer called the bottom of the barrel. And you, sir, now isn't his picture supposed to be on the turd?
No, Mr. Tony is forever enshrined with Mr. Rick's face on a turd,
Oh,
and
my
we just
God.
put his name there. Ha ha!
All right, so before we go any further, we have to talk about the wrestling news from around the world. Take it away, Rick.
All right, and before we do that, let's get to some birthdays. Yahoo! All right, we got a lot of birthdays. This is one of those moments in the year. We have one in July, we have one in August, so I'm just going to fly through this. We got 12 birthdays this
damn.
week.
Damn.
All right, Apollo Crews turns 31 years old.
Wow.
Eve Torres turns 34.
All right.
Speaking of Indeed, Funaki turns 50 years old.
Nice.
Looking good.
Good segue.
This is kind of weird. The Usos both turned 33 on the same day.
That that happened last year too. So
Yeah, it happens.
I'm
It seems to be
smelling
happening
something
a lot.
afoot.
Yeah. Lillian Garcia turns 52, going on 21.
Mm-hmm.
Neville, who's disappeared from the face of the earth, turns 32 years old. Now this one's weird. Paul Ellering turns 65.
Okay.
How is he not 85? Paul Ellering
you're
looks
gonna
old
speak up.
as dust.
Yeah. No. Oh, come on. Give him a break, though.
All right. Rocky Johnson turns 74 years old.
Oh, damn. 74.
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah.
shit. Wow.
Booker T's brother Stevie Ray turns 60 years old.
Wow.
Can you dig that? Velveteen Dream turns 23, guys.
Jesus Christ, man. What a
23
future
years old.
that kid's
Yeah.
gonna have.
Trent Seven turns 37 years old.
Alrighty.
And last but not least, the man with the plan, the man that's done this whole business all on him, Vincent Kennedy McMahon, turned 73 years old.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Yeah.
Alrighty. The man that actually pretty much owns wrestling, in my opinion.
Yes, Mr. Monopoly himself.
Exactly. Yeah, they should have did the Monopoly guy on. They should have used Vince's face.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, they're probably the same age.
They probably
All
are.
right. It is now time for the wrestling news from around the world. As Tony said earlier, yes, we have a new wrestling POV champion, no longer Tony Diaz.
No.
It is now Jarrell Boom Schuler. He went to school. I went to school with him, elementary school.
Is that really
high
his middle
school.
name, Boom?
No, he's just Boom Goes to Dynamite. Dude is a hard hitter. I've seen him. Now he resides out in California now. So
Oh.
the belt has traveled from New Mexico to Cali.
Yeah.
Back in Cali. Alex Carnelli from Massachusetts is the interstate champion, and Cousin Jay from upstate South Glens Falls, New York, is the second ever Triple Crown winner and the first time with the overseas title.
Yeah.
And like you said, Michael Hunsinger, the first ever recipient of the Rick Serrano the Turd Award. And like I said, people, I lost on purpose so I can have an award. All right. My only bit of news from around the world today is Paul Heyman will be remaining with WWE as an on-air performer while Brock Lesnar is away.
Interesting.
What does that say? That is really interesting.
Well, they said he's been doing a lot of the writing for Raw.
Oh, interesting.
So they're saying that he might continue to do that. But honestly, I just wish that Vince would get out of his ass that some of these guys need managers.
Yeah.
There's going to be a point in time, work with them with their promos on the off time, so that way they can get better. But sometimes people like the quiet ones, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes, and you get somebody like Paul Heyman that knows how to talk and can definitely put people over. So why not use managers? Selena Vega, she's with Cien Almas only because the brother can't talk. He can talk. He can barely speak English.
We don't understand you.
Exactly. God, build a wall. No, I'm just kidding. No, just kidding.
My God.
But you know what I'm saying? I don't know how he got over innings. But anyway, Jesus. All right. No, we got to stop. We got to stop. No politics.
Oh, my God.
But it's true, though. It's like he has a manager. And not for nothing. I like Zelina Vega. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know. They just really, they got to start bringing people in that's built for managing. You know what I'm saying? My opinion. I could be wrong, but I don't know. I just think
He usually is.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's true. Yeah. 2-time champion here though, but first ever Triple Crown too. So and most of my predictions do come true. And when Tony Damas comes out, he's usually right. So
Oh my goodness, here we go.
Do we have to keep on going with this? No, I'm kidding. All right, what else you got in the news?
All right, that's all I got for the news because we got a busy show today.
We do,
give me some
sir.
rumors.
All right, so straight on to rumors. These are the confirmed, supposedly, matches for the Evolution pay-per-view in October. Alexa Bliss versus Trish Stratus. The Man Classic Finals. Ronda Rousey versus Nikki Bella, which I still don't know why they're going through with
I don't
that.
get that.
And Asuka versus Lita.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that should be interesting.
Yeah.
To me, I think they shouldn't have never revealed or even start the rumor mill of who's going to be fighting who. I was really upset when they announced that Alexa Bliss versus Trish Stratus.
Yeah, that was preposterous.
That was even out before SummerSlam.
Yeah.
And I'm like, seriously? And then the other one too, Ronda versus Nikki Bella. I was like, are you kidding? They announced that before SummerSlam.
Yeah, that was uncool, guys.
So whether it's true or not, I don't know. We'll see. Reports, if you didn't watch Raw, there's a new GM in town, and his name is Constable Corbin.
Or constipated, Corbin.
Constipated, yeah, exactly. So, damn, you did that late on your own joke, Miguel.
I was waiting for somebody to laugh.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, well, just meet me when you need her.
Exactly, right? Shoot. All right, so so they sent Kurt Angle off on a little hiatus, but rumor has it that the vacation, in quotes, is for him to prepare for another in-ring return.
All right.
Yeah, so he's going to get back, to get the rust out, and who knows? He's going to start battling it out. Honestly, I think he's too banged up to even get back in. I like the role he was playing. Leave him there.
Yeah,
Why?
Exactly.
Anyway. All right, what do you got for injuries?
All right. Well, Eric Rowan tore his bicep at SummerSlam. And that's why, spoiler alert, why the New Day won the tag team titles on SmackDown. So he'll be out for a couple of months.
But they're saying the severity of it is almost like what Dean Ambrose had.
Okay, really? I thought it was more like Drew McIntyre, where it was like only going to be for a couple of months.
No, he's going to be out for like 6-9 months.
Oh, wow. Okay.
He's going to be out for a while.
Yeah, so he'll be out for a while. Also,
that poor guy can't catch a break.
Yeah, that team can't catch a break. I feel bad for Luke Harper. Hopefully, Harper can get a run again by himself.
I got a little room in the middle on that, but I'm not going to talk about that until Raw, so we'll see.
All right. Also, I have to say another injury myself.
What happened to you?
So the injured finger that I had, the little cut that people keep calling little, but it's a big injury.
Take your time.
Yeah, it's difficult.
I know it's difficult.
As you guys know, almost 2 years ago, I was injured in a match. I was managing the late, great Brian Christopher. And Chris Michaels decides to put his hands on me, push me down. I scraped my finger pretty bad. It got infected. I've been trying to work my way back into
He had the
business.
Hello Kitty Band-Aid on, too, so everybody knows.
Trying to get back into the business. It's been rehab after rehab. Apparently, the injury's gone into my shoulder. And I have...
it traveled up to your shoulder?
Traveled up to my shoulder.
Wow.
I had an MRI earlier this week, and I just found out I have a torn labrum. Yes, dog. Torn labrum. It's called a slap tear. Category 8 out of 9. Pretty bad. Pretty big tear. So I'm going to require surgery in November. So...
Dang. Well, thoughts and prayers to you, and
thank you.
Everybody in the Wrestling POV family. Please send your thoughts and prayers to Rick Serrano III. It's 2 years going, people, and he hasn't heard anything. And then now the injury.
6 months.
And see, the thing of it is, what people don't understand is that the injury was so severe in the beginning, and now look where it's at. So, people, you could have done something. You could have sent your thoughts and prayers to him. And I'm getting emotional about it.
I just can't catch a break.
All right, that's about enough. What's that? That has nothing to do with what we talked about. All right, what else you got for injury? That's it?
That's all.
Oh, you saved the best for last then, huh?
Yes.
Oh, my God. All right, so let's get over NXT TakeOver Brooklyn. Okay. The first match, it was for the NXT Tag Team Championship, Undisputed Era versus Mustache Mountain. This match, I was going into this match thinking this ain't going to be shit. I really was. I ain't going to lie. I was like, I'm going to watch it, but I don't think it's going to be all that. Damn, they proved me wrong. They proved me so wrong that I want to open up the vault and put this match in for a candidate for match of the year. That's how good this match was.
I agree totally. This match was amazing, epic.
I was not expecting it at all.
Oh man!
At all.
False finish after false finish. The crowd was hot. Everybody. Oh my God!
Damn good match.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Mustache Mountain did not win. Undisputed Era retained, and this shouldn't be the end of Mustache Mountain. Sorry.
No, definitely not. I don't think so.
After the match, the War Raiders snuck up from behind and they attacked Undisputed Era.
Yo, that finisher, bro.
Yeah.
That little tag team move they did, throw him up in the air into the power slam.
Yeah.
That was so pinpoint perfect.
And these guys are too big to be doing shit like that.
Jumping through the ropes, jumping off the top rope with a leg drop. What the hell?
Dang. All right, so that was that. And then the next match, it was the Velveteen Dream versus EC3. I was expecting a lot more from this match, and I didn't get it.
No, I didn't get it either.
And I'm a big fan of Velveteen Dream, but homeboy, he got in trouble. If anybody watched this and they saw his tights, it says, "Call me up, Vince." Brother Patrick, what are you doing, man? So Triple H was commenting on it. He said that he did not see Velveteen coming out. He didn't see the trunks, and he would have addressed it before he went out there. So it looks like he got a little bit of heat from that. Speaking of EC3, there's rumors out that he might be showing up on Raw or SmackDown as of this week, Monday or Tuesday.
Wow.
Yeah. And
Okay.
yeah, so who knows? He's one that probably didn't, in my opinion, I don't think he needed to be in NXT. I thought he should have went to the main roster anyway. So, go ahead.
Him and Bobby Roode together.
Ooh, yeah, I agree. So up next, actually in the Brooklyn crowd, it was Matt Riddle. He was found in ringside. He's a former UFC fighter and independent wrestler. So,
Yeah, I was backstage with him a couple of times.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I met him a couple of times. I worked with him a couple of times.
Nice.
Cool guy. Cool
Yeah.
girl.
So another rumor has it. Well, no, it's not a rumor. It's actually true. His wife or girlfriend. He said that he was in between New Japan and WWE.
Oh wow.
So obviously WWE offered him more money, so he went with that.
Take the money and run.
Exactly. He took the money and run. But the thing that was odd was that his wife said that in New Japan he would have went not straight to the top, but he would have been like there's no farm team for New Japan, so he would have been involved in a heavy storyline. But she said with WWE, you know, they knew that he had to go to NXT because of his inexperience, but she says you got to start from the bottom anyway. So I was like, all right, well, hey, at least you acknowledge that. All right.
We didn't ask you.
We didn't ask her that exactly. So you know, trying to get 15 minutes of fame and shit. You bitch. No, I'm just kidding. That was wrong. All right. So then up next it was for the NXT North American Championship, Ricochet versus Adam Cole. This match was probably the second best match of the night. Excuse me. And
Definitely was, man. This was
good match. Towards the end, that little backflip that Ricochet did, my God.
My goodness gracious.
Wow. I was like, did I just see what I just saw? Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Yeah. That kick was right on point.
Yeah. It was crazy.
It's crazy. I mean, there's nothing we can say. There's silence because it's just that amazing. And you know what, Tony?
Yeah.
I want to keep the vault open.
You gonna put this in, really?
I believe so.
I don't know, man. I don't think it was that worthy of it.
All right. Well, you know what?
But because it started a little slow.
All right. Ask Miguel Cole. Mr. Rick, are you stupid?
Damn.
I am closing this vault.
You know what? Let's post this on the Facebook page and see what the fans think.
Thank you.
If we get enough votes that says yes, put this in the vote, then we'll put it in. And we'll talk about it next week. But I'm just going to throw this out there, people. If he puts the poll up, when he puts the poll up, whether or not this should be in the vote, just don't vote, but comment and say why.
Exactly.
Because I'm curious to know. Because for me, I don't think this was the best Ricochet match. There was some good spots, and I was rooting for Ricochet. So there was a lot of good spots in it, but I don't. In my opinion, I just don't think it was vault worthy.
Vault worthy. Well, let's before we close the vault, I want to go over the matches that we have actually in the vault. We have Jericho versus Omega. Mm-hmm. We have NXT Takeover War Games, Velveteen Dream versus Aleister Black.
Yes.
From Backlash, The Miz versus Seth Rollins.
Yep.
NXT TakeOver Chicago, Velveteen Dream versus Bing 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 Ricochet. And now NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 4, Undisputed Era versus Mustache Mountain.
Must mustache you a question. All right. I said moose.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Funny.
Yeah. Jesus. All right. So he'll put up the poll to see if this match will go in.
Yeah.
Excuse me again. My bad. Ricochet becomes the new North American champion. I'm happy. Good for him. All right, next matchup, it was the NXT Women's Championship. Kairi Sane versus Shayna Baszler. New champion, Kairi Sane wins. I was not expecting that at all. I thought Shayna would at least carry this belt until next year. But I heard another rumor on Monday Night Raw this week, or SmackDown, but I think it's going to be Raw. Shayna Baszler is another call-up.
Wow.
Yeah, so
okay.
We'll see what happens. All right, and the main event, NXT Championship match, last man standing, Tommaso Ciampa, the champion, versus Johnny Gargano. Now, it was a good match. I can't take that away from them, but I am getting a little tired of...
Been there, done that.
Yeah, so... Ciampa retains the title, and the last spot of the match where Gargano was running towards Ciampa, he hit his knee, and turns out that injury was legit. So
really?
he really hurt his knee. So he's going to be out for a while. I don't know. Well, when we go over NXT later on, we'll see what anything further that happens to it, or who's Ciampa's next opponent going to be. But overall, NXT. Now I'm going to explain something to everybody because this was getting me a little bit annoyed. And now I'm not taking anything away from NXT because I do like NXT. I think NXT is the bomb. I love how they mold their talent. But this was only 5 matches. SummerSlam had 13. Now, in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, if NXT was so much better than SummerSlam, my thing is all 5 matches better be off the hook.
True.
You cannot judge NXT comparing it to SummerSlam over 1, maybe 2 matches that were really good on this takeover.
Absolutely.
Now, so just stop with it. Stop trying to compare SummerSlam or the major pay-per-view to NXT to their takeover. Granted, and I ain't gonna lie, there was a couple maybe pay-per-views that NXT did that was better than one of the big 4s they did. I don't remember which one. So, but the thing is, I'm talking a long time ago. I think it was in Brooklyn too. It was the one it was the match with Sasha Banks versus Bayley. It was that card. So that whole card was off the hook, and it was more than 5 matches. But it was like they set the tone for it, you know. But this NXT, to me, it wasn't the greatest. Like I said, maybe 1-2 matches, you know, the Ricochet and Adam Cole, that tag match in the beginning was off the hook. You can't tell me that women's championship match with Kairi Sane and Shayna Baszler was off the hook.
Yep,
it wasn't.
You're right.
And then Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano, number 10,000. You can't tell me that, you know. I mean, come on, man. I'm just saying, be realistic, people. And when you know, when you're watching this, and don't come out your mouth saying, "Oh, it buried SummerSlam." No, it didn't. No, it didn't.
Not even a little bit.
Not even a little bit. So, all right. So that's your NXT. All right, we're gonna go straight into the SummerSlam results. We're gonna try to go a little bit quicker than normal. What's the pre-show?
Yes.
The mixed tag. It was Rusev and Lana versus Andrade, Cien Almas, and Selena Vega. They came out. Vega scored a roll-up pin. They won.
And barely got her foot on the ropes.
Exactly. Yeah, she's so damn short. She's so cute.
So cute.
So cute. We're just bashing her and we're saying so cute. So, all right, so that was to start it off. Wasn't that bad? Could have been better, in my opinion. Then up next was for the Cruiserweight Championship match, Cedric Alexander versus Drew Gulak. I really wasn't interested in this match. Alexander
Not
wins.
at all.
For the Raw Tag Team Championship, the Revival versus the B Team. B Team retains. I was a little bit shocked with that.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
I don't either. But in my opinion, their mojo is slowly running out.
Oh, hell yeah. When we go over Raw, I'll talk about that nonsense. Okay.
Yeah. And then on the main card, international, Jesus Christ. For the IC belt, Seth Rollins versus Dolph Ziggler. Now, this match started very, very slow. Very, very slow. But it picked up. I dug it. I liked it. If I had to
Why
give
first,
it,
though?
Yeah, this shouldn't have been first, in my opinion. Good match. Seth Rollins wins the belt again. Now, my problem I have with this match, I mean, I understand Dean Ambrose came back, but he was trying so hard to be such a badass next to somebody like Drew McIntyre. Dude, Drew McIntyre is huge. That's a big man. Don't tell me you... come on, man. This
He's
is
a
so
lunatic,
Tom and Jerry.
Tony! A lunatic!
Oh, come on, man. I hated that part. I was like, come on. Drew will mess you up, man. Anywho, Seth Rollins retained. This feud is going to keep going until after even Hell in a Cell. So we'll talk about it more later. Yeah. Up next, the SmackDown Tag Team Championship. The New Day versus Bludgeon Brothers. Like you heard Rick Serrano say, Eric Rowan injured his bicep during this match. But, hey, got to give the man credit. Kept going with it. New Day wins by DQ. They used a little mallets at the end. And, yeah, unfortunately. Then up next was Braun Strowman versus Kevin Owens in a squash match, in my opinion.
Your opinion, that's the facts.
That's a fact. Braun Strowman retains the briefcase. Up next is the SmackDown Women's Championship. Becky Lynch versus Charlotte versus Carmella. I like this match. I'm not going to lie.
It was good.
This was good. It was a lot of, like, now I'm sorry to say, I knew, and I think everybody else knew, that Carmella was not going to retain. But I have issues with this because in the pay-per-view points game, there was a few people that thought Carmella was actually going to retain.
Losers!
Exactly. For you, I say poo-poo on you. So, it was just odd. But this match was really good. Charlotte retained and she's the new SmackDown champion. And then she kept hugging Becky. Becky, you can tell, was clearly upset. But, like, how I'm looking at this as a worker, I can tell Charlotte wasn't ready for it because look how many times they hugged.
Yeah.
You know, because they knew the feud was going to be on. So, Charlotte, I'm pretty damn sure it's like, Jesus, we really got to do this. You know, because they hugged a lot of times. And then, of course, Becky turned. The crowd went nuts. The thing of it is...
Tony, I have something for us to do. You do the voice of Charlotte, I'll do the voice of Becky when they started hugging. Ready?
Yeah.
Go.
I can't believe we oh no, I'm Charlotte. Okay, I can't believe you really got to split up. This is going to happen.
Oh, listen, it's about Becky Balboa right now. It's okay. We're going to be fine. Don't worry about it, Charlotte. We're going to drink some tea. It's going to be good, okay?
But you do realize I'm Charlotte Flair, right?
Oh, shit. Wait, can we change this? Wait. Oh. And that's it.
Yeah,
and then she smacked
that's
her.
pretty. Yeah, that was it. So that was the story. That if you got the inside scoop, you heard it here first. Jesus Christ, that was so corny. But Lord. But yeah, but the thing is, poor Becky, and I'm gonna say this to all fans out there: if they turn heel, as much as you love the fact that they turn heel, give them the benefit of the doubt and boo them because that's what they're working towards. And I got issues with that shit on SmackDown. Anyway, granted, it was cool to watch Becky turn heel, but that even then, because the way the crowd in Brooklyn was, it gave a lot of people speculation that it was Charlotte that turned heel.
Yep.
And I'm like, seriously? Watch it again. Charlotte didn't attack Becky. Becky attacked Charlotte. Come on, people. Oh, my God. I was like, poor Becky can't catch a break. Anyway, I really dug this match. This was really good. It was right up my alley. Up next was for the WWE Championship match. AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe. This one was good. I like the fact that they did ended this in a disqualification because that's rare. You don't see that all the time.
That was the backbreaker for me.
Why?
And I was like, all I need is AJ to win. All I need is AJ to win. AJ set up to win.
Yeah.
Once he grabbed the chair, I said, no, please, put the chair down.
Yeah, the champion, AJ, what? He launched himself at Joe and blasted him with a steel chair, drawing the disqualification. So I'm actually psyched for this feud. They do. I think this feud's got to keep going until at least Survivor Series. Then let AJ go on a little bit of hiatus because the man needs a break. My God,
he needs to be with his family.
Yeah. All right. Then up next was Daniel Bryan versus The Miz. Okay, wasn't that bad. The ending where you knew Maurice was going to interfere. Especially the fact that everyone knew that the Bellas were in town. Everybody knew that they were there. So this was a little bit predictable of Maurice interfering. And now I thought what happened at SmackDown was going to happen on SummerSlam. Yeah. But it didn't. Whatever. The Miz won. So the next one, it was Finn Balor versus Constable Corbin, where everybody got the surprise of their life. Finn Balor returning as the Demon in another squash match, in my opinion.
Of course.
Baron Corbin had no offense at all, but it was a good match. I like the fact that they're making him look beastly.
I mean, he has to stick to it, though. He can't be going back and forth. Just stay the Demon for a while, bro.
But the thing is, they're only going to do that on pay-per-views, which is unfortunate.
Very.
I don't like it.
Nope, not at all.
Up next is for the U.S. Championship, Jeff Hardy versus Shinsuke Nakamura.
Knock America.
Exact. Knock America. Damn it. Shinsuke wins. He hits the Kinshasa on him. And then Randy Orton comes out. He just walks out, turns around, walks back.
Okay.
What was the purpose of that? Serious.
I don't know what the haberdashery was.
Unbelievable. Anyway, Shinsuke's retains. And what else is going to be there for Shinsuke? Because obviously Jeff Hardy and Orton's going to be a feud. So who's going to go after it?
EC3.
Oh, but he's a heel.
Yeah,
they're really going
to do. Would they do the Bobby Roode thing and make him from a heel to a face on SmackDown? Someone's getting called up to fight Nakamura. It has to be. I don't see anybody else fighting Nakamura.
I don't either. I mean, Ty Dillinger? No. I couldn't even say that with a straight face. All right, up next, it was Raw Women's Championship. It was Ronda Rousey versus Alexa Bliss.
This was pitiful.
This was, to me, another squash match. If I had to critique this match as a worker, I have to tell this to Ronda. Ronda, I dig you. Okay, you got a cute smile. You're a little cute pie. But stop talking shit while you're wrestling.
Yep.
You did it way too much. And I get it. You were hyped. Okay? But you were talking way too much to get the crowd hyped. And at one point, the crowd wasn't hype anymore.
Yep. And then, are you ready for a new Raw Women's Champion? And then she asks Alexa, are you ready?
Yeah.
No, she's like, don't do that.
Yeah.
First of all, don't do that because you don't even know how to do your own moves. so don't warn people. Just do it.
Yep.
This was pathetic. Alexa didn't get any offense.
No.
What's anybody supposed to do against Ronda? Who's going to beat Ronda?
I don't know.
Not Nikki Bella.
And that's what's pissing me off. If they're really going to bring in Nikki Bella to do this feud with her, to set up a match at Evolution, they're stupid. Just dumb. I hate it. I'm going to hate it, I'm sorry to say, Nia Jax, Nia Jax, I thought she was hurt. They're saying she's not hurt.
I didn't report that she was hurt, so I don't think she's hurt, Tony.
Oh, yeah, that's right. No, but my thing is, why not do Nia Jax? Bring her back as a heel. She was gone for a while. Bring her back as a heel.
Exactly.
That could have
Bring
been
her
a
back.
decent feud because she never beat Nia Jax.
You're right.
So why not do that feud up until Evolution? Why, again, WWE doing this shit where they got to bring in somebody that hasn't been there in a while, getting the John Cena treatment or the Brock Lesnar treatment. And no, I get it. It's women's evolution. I get it. I understand. But God, Lord, Jesus, man.
We got a lot of women like are ready to go. Like we don't need to bring these women back. Do a women's battle royal. That's it.
Or if anything, you know what, dude? Asuka. I would love to see Asuka versus Ronda.
Yes, everybody would love that.
Anyway, Ronda's your new champion. Then up next, main event, Universal Championship match, Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar. Right before the match started, Braun Strowman comes out. He says,
man.
Now I thought for a hot second, I thought Braun was going to cash in.
Yeah.
And I thought it was going to be a triple threat. And I was like, all right, I can dig this. This is going to throw a lot of people off. But he comes out and he says, well, I'm just going to wait here until y'all finish. And then that way I'll come in. That makes no sense.
But he wants to act like he's not a punk ass bitch. Braun Strowman, you're a punk ass bitch. Yeah, I said it. I'm a man. I'm gonna tell you face to face. I'm gonna fight you after you had your match.
Exactly. When you're done, then I'll come out you. Yeah.
Have your fight him right then and there, you a man. I'm a monster man, and I'm gonna fight you after you had a 20-minute match.
Unbelievable. But anyway, and I can't front. The match started out hot though. When all that commotion was going on, and then Roman attacks him, I was like, holy shit! All right, it's on now. But then I'm like, all right, wait, this is weird. What's gonna happen? So I liked it because of the fact of the what if. Oh my God, what if this happened? What did that happen? What's gonna happen? It was the what's gonna happen match. No one knew. No one knew. But as a worker, I saw the fact that as soon as Brock did the F5 on Braun, I knew that was their way to get rid of Braun. Especially when he took the briefcase and launched it all the way. I'm like, Jesus Christ, man. So, I kind of knew, all right, the finish is going to be between these two. Because, I'm sorry, this match was, to me, even though I picked Roman, it was still up in the air. You know what I'm saying? Because of the simple fact, they're like, yeah, he might take that title to UFC. He might be the first ever in history to be, a wrestling champion. A two-sport champ. So that's at one point I was like, oh shit, that might happen. Because I'm sorry to say, wrestling aside, talking UFC, he's going to beat the crap out of Cormier. I'm sorry.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, he's gonna rock him. Oh my God. Anyway, so Roman Reigns, he wins. He gets the belt.
I mean, we get the Universal title back. That's a good thing.
Yeah. Yeah. And people's got to realize that now. We're gonna see at least we'll see the Universal title defended. Jesus.
Yep.
And what's sad is that we're gonna be talking about Raw. We're gonna take a pause and then talk about Raw and Roman defending it on Raw. That Monday Night Raw was the first time that Universal title was defended since I think Kevin Owens had the belt.
Yeah.
So what's that tell you?
Shit.
Unbelievable. Anyway, that was a joke. Thank you, Miguel. All right, so that is your SummerSlam. So overall, SummerSlam, what do you think, Rick?
SummerSlam was good. I had a bad day at the picking boys game, but overall,
Since the beginning, you had it bad.
Oh, I went on like a 4-match losing streak.
Yeah, you were like 0-4.
Yeah, so it was pretty bad.
But wait a minute, because you never answered my question. Are you done betting? You're 0-6.
Hell no.
Serious?
No. There's always a bet to be made.
And you know what?
I'm not the Kurt Hawkins of bets, all right?
Oh my God! I heard you guys are good friends.
I think they are.
But I got a cool. If there's a bet in the future of Wrestling POV, I definitely have a cool bet, and it doesn't involve ripping a shirt, people. That's been done twice. I think we're done ripping shirts.
Thank you. I can't afford another one.
But I think this one is the next bet is it's probably going to be the cat's meow, if you want to say.
Meow.
Yeah. So, yeah, I thought SummerSlam was good. It wasn't. It was up there. I definitely give it like a B plus because
I agree.
There was some good moments that happened. Some matches were squashed that shocked the hell out of me, and there was a couple that I was kind of like, because like I said, I liked Seth Rollins versus Dolph Ziggler. That was a good match, but it just started way too slow. Caught up though, and I was like, oh, okay, now I'm interested. So I give it about a B plus. I would say. If you don't agree with me, then comment on our Facebook page. That's fine. Tell me why I'm wrong. It's okay.
And then we'll just block you.
That's all we're going to do. I mean, I accept constructive criticism, people, but I will block you. Anyway, we're gonna take a quick pause. We come back. We're going to talk about Raw notes, all right?
Hey, this is your Olympic hero, Kurt Angle. Listen to the Wrestling POV podcast. Oh, it's true. It's damn true.
All right, we're back, and we're just going to go right into it, all right?
Let's get raw.
All right, let's get raw news. All right, in the beginning, Roman Reigns comes out to the ring, and he declared that he will be a fighting champion, and that his opponent will be Finn Balor.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like, all right, Finn Balor getting his chance back. Then Corbin comes out, and he's like, you don't do this, whatever. Kurt Angle then came out, and he said pretty much, no, that's a good match. I'm going to leave it like that. Balor versus Reigns for the main event, but you have a match tonight, too. It's going to be against Bobby Lashley.
Why? Like, I don't get this. And
Bobby wasn't even at SummerSlam.
Yeah. What the hell? And Elias was supposed to have a concert. Mm-hmm. They canceled it because of the ticket sales.
Yeah, he didn't sell enough.
So, I think they're backing up on walking with Elias.
Right? I don't think anybody was walking with him.
No.
All right, so then the matchup, it was Baron Corbin versus, I'm calling him Baron Corbin. I hate that constable shit.
Yeah.
Versus Bobby Lashley. Obviously, Bashley. Oh, my God. Jesus, help me, Lord. What is going on here? Bashley. You know that Bashley, dude?
That Bashley, man.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Bash.
Oh, my God. All right, so he wins. Sasha Banks, Bayley, and Ember Moon versus the Riot Squad. I'm becoming a fan of the Riot Squad.
I am too, but what the hell's going on?
I have no idea.
Like, where is this going?
They got to wrap this shit up quick and start developing. Because this is, 3 weeks in a row? These guys fought?
Oh, wait a second.
4
You're
weeks?
talking about wrapping it up and being raw. Which is it?
Whoa, that's underground.
That's just nasty.
Damn. My goodness. Anywho, the Riot Squad wins. And then Triple H showed up. He cuts a promo about the Super Showdown Super Showdown in Australia, where he's going to face the Undertaker for the last time. I'm sorry. As much as everybody hates Triple H, and I'm one of them, he cuts a damn good promo.
He does. I was excited.
I gotta get him.
But I don't want to talk about it.
No.
Like, I was excited. I was like, all right.
Yeah, and then it was like, all right. Yeah, okay. All right, now get the hell out.
Right. Fuck off the show. Bye.
So then up next, it was Dean Ambrose versus Dolph Ziggler. Now, a lot of people were questioning, like, how come Dean didn't fight Drew McIntyre? My thing is, and this is a rumor, and I was waiting for this match, they said that Dolph Ziggler did not re-sign with the WWE. He's all done after his contract's up. So they're trying to make Ziggler obviously weak, and they're trying to make Drew
McIntyre
more, badass, So Dean coming back, he has to win. His first match back, he has to win. So if they would have done it against Drew, that kind of would have,
hurt Drew.
It would have hurt Drew, yeah. So Dean wins.
Smart guy.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm here for. Then your boy Kurt Hawkins came out sporting the New York Mets colors, saying that he wants to challenge Elias and that he's going to get his first ever win right there in Brooklyn. So the match started with Elias versus Kurt Hawkins, and no surprise there, he lost. So then up next was Authors of Pain versus Titus Worldwide.
Why?
Don't know. But
this?
I did hear another rumor too that Apollo Crews is going to be going in the singles career. So maybe this might have something to do with it. I don't know. But the Authors of Pain win. Thank God. Poor Arthur's a pain, man. Jesus Christ. They got to fight these guys like every Monday.
Yeah.
Then up next, Stephanie McMahon was back to coronate Ronda Rousey. It was funny because somebody commented, excuse me, and said, "Why is Stephanie McMahon in her wrestling outfit?" Well, that's just her outfit. I mean, the thing of it is, it's kind of it gives it away because you know she's gonna get involved when she has pants on. Because she was always in the dress. If she's in a dress, she ain't gonna get involved. But if she has pants on, something's gonna go down. And I knew something was gonna go down. So she said that Stephanie McMahon said that Ronda Rousey wasn't Brock Lesnar and was putting Rousey down at one point. And she said that Rousey said, "I'm not Brock Lesnar," blah, blah, blah. And then she hits Stephanie with that little flip that she always does. And, of course, puts her in her finisher, which I think she needs to change that. Because it does not look like it's devastating at all.
I feel like what they're going to start doing is they're going to ban the armbar after this week.
I hope so, because it's terrible.
I think that's what they're leading to. And also, she flipped Kurt Angle, got suspended for 30 days, but she's broken Stephanie's arm twice, and nothing has happened to her.
Exactly. Oh, my God, yeah. Good
interesting,
point. Yeah.
But stupid.
Very stupid. All right, so up next was Scott Dawson versus Bo Dallas. Dawson wins. Straight after that, it was Dash Wilder versus Kurt Angle. Dash Wilder wins.
Yeah. All right, so Kurt Angle didn't fight. Curtis Axel definitely fought.
I said Kurt Angle? Oh, shit.
But this match, I mean, the B team, you're losing it, bro.
Exactly.
You can't get the crowd to go B team, B team.
And Bo Dallas was trying so hard.
Yeah,
they're losing their momentum.
Man, they lost that momentum.
Oh, bad. Very, very bad. Oh, it's terrible.
Move on.
So in the back, that's when Stephanie had her cast in her arm. Corbin was there and Alexa was there. Kurt Angle came out and Stephanie blamed him for Rousey's actions and says you need a break. Constable Corbin is going to be the acting Raw general manager. So we'll see what happens next week. You know, a lot of shenanigans and tomfoolery is going to happen.
I honestly think Finn Balor is getting traded to SmackDown.
That could happen. I hope so. I hope so. They're dogging my man. Speaking of Finn Balor, it was Roman Reigns versus Finn Balor for the Universal Championship match. I'm not gonna lie. This match was really, really good. I really, really like this match. And for those that always hating on Roman Reigns, Rick, that they say he can't. You saw how he threw that in there. That they said that the man can't wrestle. Y'all need to stop with that. He can. The guy Roman's a really damn good worker. And
he's alright.
You gotta look at him for his work. Stop saying, "Oh, but he only does 2 or 3 moves." No, he don't. No, he don't. John Cena does, and y'all liked him. Hulk Hogan did. Hulk Hogan had less moves than anybody in history. He had 2 moves. That was it. And y'all liked him. He was famous. So stop. Roman can work, and he lets the guy get his shit in. So stop. Leave him alone. Leave Roman alone.
Oh, God.
Very, very good matchup, though. I really, really like this. Reigns dodged the coup de grace and he hit the spear for the win. All of a sudden, Braun announced that the cash in and was about to fight Reigns. All of a sudden, the Shield. What? Dean and Seth. Wow. Okay. They cleared the announce table and pulled off the triple powerbomb on Braun. Yeah, he put Braun on. And that was the end of Raw. I mean, good finish to Raw. Good matchup on Raw. I dug it. I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was cool. Like the ending. Guys, Wrestling POV is affiliated with the Collar and Elbow brand.
Can I do the good, bad, and the ugly of Raw first?
Oh my God! Goodness gracious! Just trying to drop a plug and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get
but
money.
I got to do the good, bad, and the ugly.
Yeah, you're right.
All right, so give me a second and let me do the good, the bad, and the ugly of Raw. Wow, I finally got one. All right, the kickoff to Raw was with the challenge to Finn. I thought that was pretty neat. I thought the Dolphin Dean Ambrose match was pretty good. Roman versus Finn. damn good match. And of course, the return of the Shield, which a lot of people are still skeptical. Of course, they would be, but it was good. I thought it was awesome. The Bad. My God, AOP versus Titus O'Neil. Titus Worldwide, sorry. And I'm sorry to say, but Ronda's promo was just horrendous. I did not like it. My God, it was so bad. All right, and then the Ugly, it was making Baron Corbin GM for next week. That was just, oh my God, that's just bad. Bad booking for that. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
We'll see.
All right, now you can do your
promo. Is it okay?
Right? Yeah, you can do it.
All right, the Wrestling POV podcast is affiliated with the Collar and Elbow brand. Make sure you guys go to collarandelbowbrand.com and save yourself 10% by using promo code WPOV. Guys, 10% is more than 9, I guarantee it. And listen, man, if you spend $100, you save yourself $10. You know what you can do with $10? You can go to Subways, get yourself a nice foot long. Speaking of Subways, you want to sponsor us, you can sponsor us. But for now, go to collarandelbowbrand.com, get yourself some new shirts, support your local indie wrestlers, and support the Rest of POV podcast by using promo code WPOV. Ladies and germs, it is now time for the SmackDown Breakdown.
Ready. Break it down. Degenerate into something cool. We just got tired of doing what you told us to do. That's a break, boy. Yeah. That's a break, little man. Break it down.
Alright, SmackDown Live opens up with The Miz and Maryse. Oh, man. Miz was making fun of Daniel Bryan with his retirement speech, and he said he's retired from ever facing Daniel Bryan again. Shortly after, Daniel Bryan comes out and just says... Exactly. Daniel Bryan comes out and just says, coward, 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 over and over again. I'm not a fan of this anymore. I'm over it. Yeah. He was calling himself, Miz and Maryse calling themselves the It Couple, and then out of nowhere, Primo comes running down to the ring and punches the Miz. And now... Backstage, Paige books a match for Hell in a Cell. Another mixed tag match. Maryse and The Miz. Maryse has had a baby.
Yeah.
She's in a fight with The Miz against Brie Bella and Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
Interesting.
This was stupid.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it wasn't stupid. It was predictable.
Oh, predictable.
That's what it was.
So is The Miz and Maryse gonna fight all the Bellas? Like, is their brother? Is like John Laurinaitis gonna come in? Is like, what the hell?
John Laurinaitis and the Bella's mom.
Oh, Lord.
No, but the thing is, are they really gonna make Miz and Maryse lose again to another Bella?
I don't think they're gonna lose again, but are they gonna make Daniel Bryan lose to The Miz again? I don't know.
That's true.
So. Jeff Hardy versus Randy Orton finally happens. And then Randy Orton does that ear thing again. Dude, stop! It's disgusting. You know what? Randy Orton's obsession with ears has to go in the book.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Orton's ear obsession.
Okay, Randy. So we'll do Randy's ear obsession. No.
Yes.
No, not just ears. What do they call it?
Gauge.
Gauge. So should it be Randy's gate? No. I like ear.
Gauge
okay,
hole.
No. Ear hole. We'll leave it. Randy's ear hole obsession.
There
Randy's
you go.
ear hole obsession. Do the honors.
Randy's ear hole obsession. You just made the book.
Jesus Christ.
Nasty. It's just nasty. I don't know why he keeps doing it, but then a brawl ensues as Jeff Hardy gets disqualified as he kicks him in the nuts.
Yeah.
This is gonna lead into as he broke Orton through the table with a swanton bomb. I'm thinking this is going to be one of the Hell in a Cell matches.
Yeah.
I think definitely they want Hardy in that. Next up, we had Renee Young backstage with the talking about how they're next up for the tag titles, and then they're stopped by the Good Brothers, aka the Club, and they're going to have a match next week. The Bar has to win this match, right? But do you want to see the Bar versus New Day again?
No.
I don't know, man.
But the thing is, okay, so where are the Usos? Where's Sanity?
Right.
Where's the Ascension?
Right. Oh, Ascension's on Raw.
Are they really? Damn.
Oh, Lord. On that note, Becky Lynch comes out and with her new Relentless shirt. Pretty cool. Relentless. Got it.
Yeah.
Talking about the fans are cheering her on, and she's trying to talk crap to the fans like, all right, if you guys before me, why didn't you protest SummerSlam?
Where was the hashtag give Becky a chance?
Where was why were you guys cheering for Charlotte when she won?
Yep.
So Becky came off good, but then Charlotte comes out. Now this is where I had a problem. She throws the belt to the floor. For this? You gave up our friendship for this? Hell freaking yeah for that. You want to give it to me? Give it to me now. And then she comes out. They start brawling. Paige pulling off her best Kurt Angle impression, waving him to the ring. It took him a while to get out there. I don't know where the hell everybody was at. But this brawl was not as good as I wanted it to be.
I thought it was decent. I thought it was good. I like it when they do pull aparts like that.
No, definitely. But I thought it could have been a little more action. I felt like Charlotte had a lot of action. Becky barely had anything going.
Yeah.
But it wasn't terrible. It wasn't the worst thing ever. Next up, we had Rusev and Lana versus Andrade Cien Almas and Zelina Vega.
Oh.
Okay.
Again?
This was happening on.
Wasn't this just on SummerSlam?
Yeah, and usually when they do that on the pre-show, they have a rematch, and the person that I picked to win the SummerSlam wins. Rusev and Lana win with the help of Aiden English. All right, Aiden English is back.
Yeah.
In the good graces of Rusev.
Yeah.
A match I didn't mention. Naomi versus Peyton Royce. Naomi looking good, back in action. Peyton Royce actually picks up the win.
Yeah, shocking there.
I'm not upset about it. I think, like I said, I do believe in the Iconics.
I do
believe in them. They pulled off a good win.
Really? You still believe in the Iconics?
I believe in the Iconics.
I don't see it.
I see it.
I see it. But see, I think, what the problem is with the Iconics, they're putting him in too many different storylines that's not really connecting.
You're right.
So all of a sudden they throw in Naomi. Okay, now your turn with Naomi. So I wasn't invested in it because they did with Becky and then they did with Charlotte, and then all of a sudden they were, past. I don't know.
Unless what they're doing, which I'm thinking what's going to happen is Naomi goes against Billy next week.
Yeah, and
loses again.
Oh, and loses again. Okay.
And I think that's when she goes back to Lana, talking about forming a team with Lana.
Or Tamina, where's she been?
Tamina is true. It's true. You're right.
She family.
Yeah, you family, son.
But of course they are talking about doing a women's tag now too. So you might be right on with it. But she could very well go to Lana. But,
can I be right about something, please?
Jesus, yeah.
I've been wrong so long.
0-6.
Speaking of family, AJ Styles is doing a promo with Renee Young, and Samoa Joe attacks him.
Yeah.
And Samoa Joe, man, it's getting a little creepy, bro.
But I like it though.
Yeah, it's Willie.
Right. Daddy's coming home.
But Daddy's already gone night.
Right.
All right, Joe. You scared me, bro.
Joe, take it easy, man. That's my family, brother. I couldn't do AJ. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, that's my family right there, Joe. What you doing, man? You cheap shot artist.
You doing all that cheap shot artist shit on me, Joe? What's wrong with you, Joe? Come on, Joe.
That Cotton Eye Joe, you know what I'm saying? That Cotton Eye Joe. Backstage, Paige Paige is with Carmella and R-Truth.
Yo, what is wrong with him?
There you are. You've been ducking me for too long. I want my title match after I pin you. And Paige,
that was too
Truth
funny.
that does not have to do with you. Oh,
that was too funny.
Paige gives Carmella her rematch against Charlotte one-on-one next week on SmackDown.
Yeah.
All right, Charlotte's definitely winning. Afterwards, Carmella moonwalks out and Truth grabs Carmella and Paige screams, "Put her down!" Oh, man. And then, last but not least, we had the SmackDown Tag Team Championship, New Day versus Bludgeon Brothers. Mm-hmm. This was terrible. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
New Day had no offense this whole match, and you give the belts to them. Yeah. You should have. I know
but
Big E
not
was
only
out of
that,
action.
like I had told you too, as soon as they announced that Rowan was injured at SummerSlam and tore his bicep, and then all of a sudden they do, main event on SmackDown is going to be New Day versus... Now, I get it, they did the disqualification, but to me it was just way too damn predictable.
Yeah.
Way too predictable that New Day was going to win. But
that's the thing, I'm saying, it was predictable, but you do an unpredictable finish where New Day gets their asses handed to them the whole freaking match, and then at the last minute you give it to them? Nah, come on, son. Yeah. That, ladies and gentlemen, is your SmackDown. It is now time for the good, the bad, and the ugly of SmackDown Live. All right, thank you, Miguel. All right, the good of SmackDown Live. I have to go with. Let me just go right here. I don't know. There wasn't a lot of good stuff on SmackDown. You know what? I'm going with Peyton Royce and Naomi's match.
That was good?
That was the good part of SmackDown. Wow. And Samoa Joe's promo with AJ Styles. I mean, and the break apart with Becky Lynch and Charlotte. That was the good. The bad, Rusev and Lana against Andrade Cien Almas and Zelina Vega. Again, I didn't see why you needed to do that. Knock America. All right, I'm interested, but you should have given him something to do.
That's true too, but I'm gonna tell you what SmackDown did wrong. I think for me, they let off very, very wrong. The hot topic for SmackDown was Becky Lynch, and they should have started with Becky Lynch.
Exactly.
But instead, they started with Daniel Bryan and The Miz. That should have been in the middle. On top of the hour. You had 2 hours, do it in the hour mark. In the beginning, the hottest topic talking around town, around the whole internet, was Becky Lynch turning heel. And you started, and you didn't start it. That, oh my God, that would have led SmackDown. Everybody was like hyped for that. And it's like they ruined it. To me, that, I don't know. Placement was bad.
It was terrible.
Placement was bad.
And then I have to say another bad thing was the New Day vs. Bludgeon Brothers. It was just terrible. Yeah. And the ugly, obviously, Randy Orton and his ear obsession. What the? Stop pulling on the dude's ear, man. First you stick your hand in your pants, touching your penis and shaking hands, and now you're pulling ears.
Did you see the sign that someone had?
Yo, yes I did.
I was dying. In case you don't know what I'm talking about, somebody had a sign that said, Randy Orton shook my hand.
Oh, God. Randy, keep it out of your pants.
Exactly, man.
Your hands, not your penis. Keep it in.
Nobody want to see that shit.
Right.
Or even touch that shit.
Yeah.
Nasty.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you check us out on Facebook at Wrestling POV. Also on Twitter at Wrestling POV. You can follow Miguel Cole, who has full control of Twitter. Mm-hmm. And also on Instagram at Wrestling POV1. Miguel, you got something to tell them? Oh, yes. Make sure you follow me on Twitter at Wrestling POV, like Mr. Rick said. But also, let me tell you this. Terry Crews, the star of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, also, he was on, what you call it? Everybody Hates Chris. Yep. And he opened up SummerSlam with an epic response, with an epic opening. And I commented, Terry Crews, you gave me goosebumps, and I'm a puppet. And guess what? Terry Crews liked it.
Nice.
Oh my goodness! First David Arquette, now Terry Crews. Mr. Rick, how many celebrities did you get to like this Twitter page?
Right.
None. Exactly. So make sure you follow me at Wrestling POV on Twitter.
Nice.
All right. With that being said, it is now time for NXT POV. Mamma mia! All right. NXT. So the NXT before and after pay-per-views and takeovers are never really packed with a lot of stuff.
No.
A lot of recap. So on NXT this week we had Bianca Belair. She defeated Deonna Purrazzo. It was all right. It wasn't the best. Wasn't great. But then we had the UK champ Pete Dunne versus Zach Gibson, and now Pete Dunne. Is there anything you can't do, sir?
Right.
Great match. Great back and forth.
Yeah.
Pete Dunne, the way he breaks down matches and everything, he's just amazing. I can't wait for him to come to the main roster.
Oh, man. He's going to tear it up.
He's going to be great.
Yeah.
But yeah, so NXT didn't have much.
No.
That was it. Everything else was just
recap of
Takeover.
Yeah.
Next week, there's going to be Pete Dunne and Ricochet versus Undisputed Era, which is, I'm sure, going to be legendary.
Yeah.
So that's something to look forward to for next week.
Yep.
With that being said, it is now time for Raw versus SmackDown versus NXT. All right. Every Tuesday after SmackDown, we have you, the fans, vote between Raw and SmackDown to see what was best for the week. And once again, you fans voted in favor of SmackDown 58% to 42%. And now, after that, on Wednesdays, it was SmackDown versus NXT. And once again, you, the fans, voted in favor of NXT 55% to 45%.
Unbelievable.
Guys, NXT had 2 matches. I know SmackDown wasn't great, but SmackDown was better than NXT. I'm sorry, guys. We can't be blind like this.
Yeah. Judge it from what it was.
Yeah. We take your votes and we take into consideration between us, me, and Tony.
I couldn't on this one.
Guys, I'm not voting with you. NXT was not the best show of the week.
No.
Right. Currently, the standings are Raw 1, SmackDown 0, NXT 1. My vote for this week is Raw. Raw, hands down, was better than all 3 shows. I went Raw, SmackDown, NXT.
That's how I saw it too. Raw, SmackDown, NXT.
So Raw now goes ahead 2-0 to 1. Let's see what you guys vote next week, guys. Pick with your brain and your hearts, because I feel like you guys are picking with your feet. I don't know how you guys can pick NXT every week.
I mean NXT is good. NXT is good, but I mean, come on. I mean,
it's recap week.
It's recap week, and for NXT it is. And they only had 2 matches. Come on, people. I mean, vote. Oh my God, I don't even know what to say anymore.
Vote with your feet, because your head and your heart's not working.
Exactly. All right, so that's the end of the show. I think we covered a lot on this episode. Thanks to everybody for listening. Next week, return to normal, I guess. Maybe we should be here by then. And and then we'll start getting ready for Hell in a Cell. I can't wait. I think this is going to be good. Everything's going to start getting set up. Hopefully the NXT call-ups will be happening on Raw and SmackDown. So we'll see what happens. Till then, I am your host, Tony Diaz, along with Miguel Cole.
Adios!
And the third wheel.
So we're just not going to go over the book, I see.
Oh, okay. Let's go over the book. I forgot all about that. All right, really quick.
Jesus.
My bad. All right, Corey Gray's hairdo.
It stays.
Brock Lesnar's part-time gig.
We got to take it out.
I think we got to take it out. Yeah, it's over. But what if he shows up next week?
It's not a part-time gig anymore.
That's true. All right, WWE writers.
Stays.
That stays, yeah, for sure. Taz.
For life.
New Day's Pancakes.
They're going to be flying more than ever, so they're definitely staying.
Kurt Angle's cell phone.
I think we got to take that out. He's on vacation.
Oh, shit, that's right. All right, yeah, that comes out. The announce team.
Gotta stay, man.
Baron Corbin's outfit stays.
Stays.
Roman's,
Maybe it'll be different.
We was hoping. Roman's vest.
They gotta stay, man.
Road Dogg.
Stays. SmackDown's still terrible.
Jinder's mantra. I think that needs to go. He wasn't even there.
Yeah, he wasn't there.
Pittsburgh crowd. That stays.
Until they come back.
Yeah. R-Truth's memory.
Yo, Fool gotta stay.
Oh
That's
God.
crazy.
Cole Cabana's broke ass. They're still talking
He's still
about
broke.
it. Dean Ambrose missing eyebrows.
They ain't back yet.
Nope. And Randy Orton's ear hole obsession.
Yeah, that's definitely staying.
All right, that's it for the book. Another comment I wanted to make real quick, and I forgot to mention it when we were talking about Raw, was that obviously with the Shield being back, I put up a thing, and I would like to see this. Braun with the AOP versus the Shield. Yeah. Or, check this out. This just popped up in my head. Now that Eric Rowan is injured, throw Luke Harper in. Bring the Wyatt family back. I'd love to see that.
Oh my God.
All right, with that being said, that now it's the end of the show. I am your host, Tony Diaz, along with our intern,
Miguel Cole, adios.
and the third wheel.
The awesome third wheel, Rex Around the third.
All right, love, peace, and wrestling. We'll see you next week with the song of the week.
Peace out.
All right. Seriously, Rick?
I love it.
Who is it?
CM Punk, the best in the world. It's clobbering time.